Hi guys, this is Davis, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how to get the best price for your product. Now, pricing is a challenge that every entrepreneur faces at one point or the other along their entrepreneurial journey, and it's a question that a lot of us have had to answer in the process of building our businesses or developing a product or selling. And so I thought it might be smart to do a video to help other people, entrepreneurs that are struggling or that are facing that question right now, to answer the question, how do I get the best price for my product? And that's the question that I'm going to be answering right about now. Stay tuned. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Davis and I help social entrepreneurs and small business owners get ahead in their journey. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please ensure that you subscribe very quickly. And I know you've got friends that are like you. They're social entrepreneurs, they're business owners. Invite them to come subscribe to this channel as well and enjoy the value together. So let's get into this video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things that you need to fix in order to command, yes, that's the right word, in order to command the right price for your product. I know that you deserve more. I know that your product could fetch more money. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things that you need to fix in order to ensure that you command the right price for your product and you live happily ever after. So the first thing that you need to do, yes, number one, the first thing that you need to do when it comes to pricing is to fix your product. Yes, fix your product. Now, there is no gimmick you can play. If your product is no good, then people are not going to pay a great price for it. When people experience it for the first time, they're not going to come back to buy. They're not going to recommend your price. So there is no way your price is going to go up. So you need to fix your product. Ensure that your product is well put together. Ensure that it delivers the value that it promises and even more. So it delivers above and beyond the value that you've already promised. Because if you have such a great product, you know that thing they say about a product selling itself is going to begin to manifest in your business. But in order to get to that point, you need to ensure that you put in the work, do your research, give the best, the very best value that you can give to your customers in your product, and you are going to be on your way. That essentially is the first step, that will set you on your way to commanding great prices for your product. The second thing you need to fix is your cost, because many times I see entrepreneurs underestimate their cost. So they are starting from a false starting point, right? Your cost should not be underestimated. And let me tell you what I mean by that. For instance, if you are a fashion entrepreneur and you're working from home, so you're not paying rent at the office. So what you then do is you tend to remove the entire cost of rent that should have gone into the pricing of your product. You take it out of the equation altogether, and then you're starting from a low point and you think you're charging a great price. That is you underestimating your cost. Or sometimes, you'll find entrepreneurs that are so passionate about what they're doing. You buy the materials, you hire other people, you put the whole thing together and you invest your time as well. But you fail to capture the cost of your own time because you're the entrepreneur, because you own the business, right? Now, that is a huge mistake. That is you underestimating your cost. You need to ensure that your costs are well put together. You have captured every single thing that should go into the cost element computation of your price. Because if you don't do that, then regardless of what price you arrive at, you're not going to be getting the best value because you haven't even started on the right footing. So ensure that you capture all of your costs. Don't underestimate any cost. Put the appropriate cost, and then we can begin to craft out how to go upward from there. Now, having talked about product and cost, there's a bonus point, I should say, that I'm going to add into this video. And that's what I want to explain very quickly now. Now, I want to explain the interplay between your product, right, and your cost, and how that affects your pricing. So there's something that we call the pricing thermometer, right? The pricing thermometer works in a very interesting way. So at the bottom of that thermometer, you have your cost, right? That is what it costs you to produce your product or your service or whatever it is that you do. At the bottom, you have your cost. At the very top, you have the value. Now, value essentially represents, the benefits that the customers get from your product. And remember what I told you in the first point, that you need to fix your product and make it the best product possible so that your customers get the best value possible. So product cost is right at the bottom and product is right at the top, right? So the bottom of that thermometer is cost, the top is value. Now, right somewhere in between, right, in between cost and value is where you place your price. Now, what I want you to take note of is this. you need to place your price at a point where you have an incentive to sell as a seller, and also your customers have an incentive to buy. What do I mean by that? You see, if you set your price, for instance, at the middle point, what it means is that your customer is going to be getting so much value from your product, but they're going to feel so great buying that product because they're getting so much value, but they're only paying like this much of price. And at the same time, for you, this is what it costs you. It costs you, rock bottom, like to produce this product. And then you're charging this much. So because you're charging this much, the space in between here and here is your incentive to buy, to sell. And then the space in between here and here is your customer's incentive to buy. I hope it makes sense to you. So I'm going to put in some graphics, anyways, you get the point, right? So the pricing thermometer is very important for you. You must put your price at a point where you have enough incentive to sell and the buyers have enough incentive to buy. Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about this and say that you move, your price as close to value as possible. No, I would not advise that, because when you do that, the customers are going to see that, yes, I'm getting this much value, but I'm paying for the value. It doesn't sound like a good deal to me. And guess what? What customers are always looking for is a good deal. Customers are not looking for the lowest prices. They are looking for the best deals. And what does the best deal represent? It is that point where they know that they're getting so much value for little cost. And that is what a best deal looks like to the customer. And that is why you should pay attention to your pricing thermometer and price at a point where the customers have enough incentive to buy and you have enough incentive to sell. So before I share point number 3, quick recap. The first thing you need to fix is your product. The second thing you need to fix is your cost. And then I shared with you a quick tip about the pricing thermometer. The third thing you need to fix, guys, is your confidence. Oh boy, I cannot underestimate, or I cannot overemphasize, here's the word, how much this matters to pricing. You see, many times entrepreneurs are self-sabotaging because they do not have enough confidence in their product, or they do not have enough self-confidence. It reflects in their pricing. And this is a quick test for you to know whether you're running low on confidence as an entrepreneur. If you find yourself offering discounts to the customer without the customer asking for it, then you are short on confidence. Take it from me. Dig deep inside yourself, look inwards, right? You're going to find out that, there's some work to be done in that area. You see, if you don't fix your confidence, you're not going to have that boldness, that, confidence to sell, your product. See, sales, essentially, somebody describes sales as a transfer of enthusiasm. If you do not have confidence, you're not going to be able to push your product enthusiastically. And every time you're selling, you're going to be feeling within yourself that, I hope, I'm not pricing too high, or I hope these people won't say that I'm trying to rip them off. You're going to keep second guessing yourself. And if you're second guessing yourself, it can only go downwards from there. So you need to fix your confidence. And part of fixing your confidence, like I said earlier, is that you must fix your product, because if you know that you have a bad product, it's definitely going to rub off on your confidence. But if you have a great product, then you've started well. Then you need to fix your own confidence as well. Knowing that you're giving a great product at a great price, you should be able to sell confidently because if you don't fix your confidence, then it's definitely going to reflect on your price. So you need to work on building your confidence, the entrepreneur. Fix it right now, or else it's going to damage your pricing really, really badly. Now, once you've sorted out your product, you've sorted out your cost, you've sorted out your confidence, the next thing is to go find the right customers. Nothing kills businesses, or nothing kills pricing more than trying to sell the right product to the wrong customer. You could have a product that is highly priced, and highly valuable, but if you're trying to sell it to somebody that is not within your target market, they're going to feel that, it's too expensive. For instance, if you're trying to sell a Mercedes Benz to, somebody that earns, $10,000 a year, needless to say, the person is going to tell you it's too expensive. And somebody once said that there is no product in the world that is too expensive. You're just trying to match the wrong product to the wrong customers. So one of the things you need to do, actually the number 4 thing that you need to fix, is to fix your target customers. Ensure that you find them, the right group of people, and you be them, and then you sell to them. What do I mean? First, you need to find the right type of people for your product. There are some people that your product is ideal for. There are some people that, they would love to have it, but they can't afford it. Ideal means they are willing to buy it at the price that you're offering it, and what you're offering to them is valuable to them. So you need to find those people. After finding them, you need to be them. What do I mean? You need to go to the places they go. You need to represent yourself in the areas where they are represented. You need to go on the platforms that they pay attention to. You need to act like them, because people buy from people that they like. There's something that is called the KLT factor, know, like, and trust factor. So if somebody likes you, or they know you, if they like you, if they trust you, they are more likely to buy from you. And so in order for you to boost that KLT factor, you need to be like your customers, because when people know you, they like you, they trust you, they're going to buy from you. All right. So you need to find them, be them. Now, after you be them, it's easy to sell to them. Right. So that is one major step that you need to cross, one major hurdle you need to scale in order to ensure that you get the right pricing, because otherwise you're just going to be selling to people that are not your customers, and you're not going to get a great price for your product. We're almost done, guys. This is the last one. Number 5, you must fix your positioning. Take that from me. You need to fix your positioning. And what do I mean by this? Somebody helped me understand this, a mentor of mine, and I'm going to share with you. You see, when it comes to products, you are either positioned as a vitamin or a painkiller. What is the difference between both? You know, vitamins are good for your body. Everybody knows it, but they're not very essential. I mean, somebody would have to convince you to buy vitamins, but when it's painkillers, nobody has to convince you. They're both forms of medication, but when you take a painkiller, you know that it's going to solve a problem right then and there. Vitamins would accumulate benefits to you over the long haul. So when it comes to painkillers, people go for it naturally. Once they have that problem, they're looking for it. Vitamins, you need to sell it. You need to convince people. So it is good for you as an entrepreneur to position your product as a painkiller, not necessarily a vitamin. Because when you're positioned as a vitamin, what it means is that you have to convince people to buy. Even though people know that this is good for me, they still need extra motivation in order to get it. But if it's a painkiller, they don't need any extra motivation. Once your product is positioned in the right place, they know that if I have this problem, this is where to go. So from your branding perspective, from the placement perspective, how you brand your product, where you place it, the platforms upon which you sell, how you communicate the value, from that perspective, you need to ensure that you're positioning as a painkiller. Ensure that your product is put in the right place for the right customers and communicated towards the right need, so that when they are looking for that thing, they know that when they have that problem, they know that, yes, this is the product that I need to get. Now, guys, when you take care of those 5 things, when you fix those 5 things, when you fix your product, you fix your cost, you fix your confidence, you fix your target customers, and you fix your positioning, what you would have done is you will have won 90% of the battle. Because when the customer comes to buy your product and you say to the customer, this product is $500 or $100 or whatever it is that your price is, they're going to look at it not just in isolation, but in the context of who is selling it. Where did I find the product? How is the product presented? How is it sold? They're going to look at it in the context of all of those things and say to themselves, yes, this price is worth it. But if you don't fix all those 5 things, then the context that supports your pricing is not going to be there. The customer is going to see through it, and they're going to water down your pricing. So these are the 5 things that you need to do. You need to fix your product, fix your cost, fix your confidence, fix your target customers, and then fix your positioning. And when you do this, your pricing is going to get to the optimal level. You're going to be able to get the right pricing, the best price, for the products that you've created. Let me know if you've loved this video. Let me know if you like me to do any other type of video. Please, if you love this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not done that already. Share with your friends and invite them to come join this channel. Until I see you next time, my name is Davis. Remember, doing makes the difference. So take action.